Welcome back to Life is a Video Game. Before we start, I want you to sit with one simple idea. What if your life actually came with instructions, just not printed anywhere? What if the hidden tutorials were already built into your childhood, your personality, your struggles, and the early people around you, and you simply never learned how to read them? Most of us grew up thinking we're supposed to figure everything out on our own. But what if your life has been teaching you how to play from the very beginning? Today we're going to look back calmly, honestly, and decode the tutorial you may have missed. You'll see your abilities differently. You'll see your trauma differently. And you'll understand why your childhood wasn't random at all. It was the opening chapter of your story. Let's begin. When you were young, there were things you naturally understood or did well without much effort. Maybe you had an unusual eye for detail. Maybe you were the kid who could calm people down. Maybe you had an interest in drawing or puzzles or fixing things or storytelling. These early interests weren't accidents. They were your starting tools, your first hints about the role you might play in this world. Think of it like any role-playing game. When a new character begins the journey, the game hands them a starter weapon. A sword, a spell, a bow, a tool, something small that hints at the type of character they can grow into. It doesn't mean they must follow that path forever, but it gives direction. Your childhood strengths were exactly that. Early signs of what comes naturally to you, what feels rewarding, and what quietly pulls you forward. And if you didn't have strong interests as a kid, that doesn't mean you lack direction. It simply means your character has multiple possible builds, and your clarity comes from exploring. Some players start with a clear weapon, some players need to test different ones. Both paths are valid. Both lead somewhere meaningful. Every great character in every great story begins with challenges. Something they had to overcome early on, something that shaped their personality and their resilience. When a game gives you a tough opening, it's not because the game wants you to suffer, it's because the early obstacles build the strength you'll need later. Childhood pain works the same way. That difficult household, that bullying, that instability, that loneliness, it wasn't a glitch in your life's design. It was the environment that forged your nervous system, your emotional intelligence, your survival instincts, your ability to read people, your drive, your discipline, your empathy, or your toughness. Look at professional boxer Roberto Duran. He grew up dirt poor in Panama, living near the rail tracks, fighting for survival from a young age. That harsh environment didn't break him, it built him. It shaped a toughness and fighting spirit that made him one of the greatest boxers in history. His childhood didn't limit his path, it prepared him for it. Your struggles did something similar. You don't need to glorify pain, but you can understand it. Your early hardships weren't punishments, they were training. They built traits you would have never developed in comfort. Some players begin life on easy mode. Stable homes, consistent support, predictable adults. Some players begin on hard mode. Unstable environments, emotional chaos, strict or absent parents, financial pressure. But remember something important. Harder starting zones build stronger players. Difficulty settings are not a judgment. They are conditions for growth. The world you were born into shaped your starting stats. If you had supportive parents, you learned confidence early. If you had controlling parents, you learned independence and inner strength. If you had absent parents, you learned self-reliance. If you had unpredictable parents, you developed sensitivity to tension and subtle emotional cues. None of this made you better or worse than anyone else.
It simply defined your early game environment. Every game has mentor characters, NPCs who teach you the basics. They're not perfect. They carry their own flaws, their own limited scripts, and their own perspective. But they give you something to start with. The same is true in life. Parents, grandparents, teachers, older siblings, each one handed you lessons, warnings, habits, values, or examples. You don't have to adopt everything they taught you, but understanding why they taught it and how it affected you is part of decoding your tutorial. Even the mistakes they made show you the types of cycles you may need to break.
Knowing your tutorial is only the beginning. The real question is, what should you do with it now? Here's where the game becomes conscious. First, look back at your early strengths. What were you naturally good at? What felt easy or enjoyable for you? Bring those qualities back into your life now. These strengths aren't childish hobbies. They are indicators of your natural build. Second, look at your childhood struggles, not with resentment, but with curiosity. Ask yourself, what did this teach me? What did it prepare me for? What ability did I gain from this? You'll often find emotional endurance, observational skills, discipline, independence, or a strong sense of justice. Third, evaluate the difficulty setting you started with. If life began hard, stop comparing yourself to people who had an easier start. You didn't fall behind, you grew in a different direction. Your path will never look like theirs, and it isn't supposed to. Fourth, identify the early mentors in your life. What did you learn? What do you want to keep? What do you want to let go of? What outdated ideas were you carrying because you never questioned them? And finally, give yourself permission to choose your own build now. Your childhood didn't lock you into a single future. It simply handed you clues. You still get to shape your skills, your identity, your path, and your next level.
Life doesn't hand you instructions in the way you expect. It doesn't flash text on the screen telling you where to go or what to do. It speaks through your instinct, your memories, your reactions, your struggles, your patterns, and the people who shaped you. When you understand your tutorial, life stops feeling chaotic. It becomes clear. You understand why you think the way you do. You understand why certain challenges repeat. You understand what skills you're meant to develop and what path feels natural to you. The tutorial was never missing. You just didn't know how to read it.
If this perspective helps you understand your own path a little better, then stay with me. Because this channel isn't about blindly moving through life, it's about learning how to actually play, consciously, clearly, and with awareness. The game is still unfolding. Your character is still growing, and you're not late. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Subscribe if you'd like to keep exploring this simulation together.